I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. I'm one of the best looking and best drinking and best singing motherfuckers of all time. Hold my drink. I'm Rick James. Like, when you hear and understand Rick James, immediately Dave Chappelle solidified him for the rest of our life in understanding who Rick James is. That, to me, is telling the story from Charlie Murphy's perspective and on the Dave Chappelle show will forever be etched in our minds as one of the greatest skits of all time. Like, it's going to go down to CNN because I tell myself it made us really like, this is really Rick James. And Dave Chappelle killed it, like, embodied Rick James in those skits. And now we finally get to see an actual documentary of everything that they were talking about because it's all true. Rick James, the legend. Bitchin, the sound and fury of Rick James. Let's check this out.
This isn't the Wizard of Oz. There are black people here, and we make music. I mean, don't we exist?
Blacks have been stigmatized into this choreographed doo-wop, doo-wop, I want to write about whatever and be able to wear whatever. I smoke marijuana, I can write about it. If I don't like Richard Nixon, I can call him an asshole. I want to be nasty, and I want to be raw.
This man was a genius.
Electric.
He had an attitude.
The father.
Draft dodger. Sexual abusive.
Crazy.
It gets no funkier than Rick James.
Rick's music anchored itself to the evolution of black history in America. They put words to it.
His style was just hard.
This wasn't just a performance. We now know this was actually who he was.
He was accused of sexual assault. That was the demon. That was drug-possessed James Johnson.
I was very vocal because I'm very vocal about injustice. I've never been one to bite my tongue, and I never will. If I see something funky that's going on, I'm gonna speak on it.
Never mind who you thought I was. I'm Rick James, bitch.
Man, when you understand Rick James is a pure musical genius, like a Kanye West, just ahead of his time. Like, Rick James was in his time because he did whatever he wanted to do, and as a musical genius, he expressed that, like, you know what I'm saying? But this man lived that. He was the true, other than Jimi Hendrix, like, he was a true rock star. Like, lived that rock star life. Like, it's soul, it's funk, it's a bit of rock, it's ballad. He did everything. Whatever he wanted to do, he did it. Like, and it carried him to another level of life. Like, man, that man was, and just like you said, he wanted to be the most rawest person. He was, like, he was just raw. Like, you had Richard Pryor with the comedy, and then he was just like, I wanted, you have Rick James with just that soul funk music. Like, it was just like, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. And I was like, man, he brought all kind of stuff to it. And then I just remember, man, everybody used to want to rock the Rick James joint, like, you know what I'm saying? In the 80s, had the hair like Rick James. I'm like, and I always tell myself, I don't know if that's a wig or not, but I'm just like, this dude a dog, bro. Like, but his music, undeniably one of the best that you'll ever find when it comes to music. And I still have Rick James in my rotation today in my playlist. Like, it's always gonna be the Mary Janes, Super Freak, Give It To Me Baby. Those, like, it's really solidified, like, Fire and Desire. Like, Rick James really did what he wanted. Like, Street Songs was really an album where I was like, man, this dude is a beast, because he comes from the street. And he just, that nightlife, you know what I'm saying? Rick James was that nightlife. That was the pinnacle of nightlife with Rick James. And you seen Eddie Murphy with him, so Charlie Murphy was really there, because Eddie Murphy used to hang with Rick James. I was like, that's why I tell myself, I can't wait to watch this. You know what I'm saying? This literally popped up on my Instagram feed, just, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go react to this, because I know this is gonna be dope. I can't wait to watch this. So, you guys enjoyed my reaction to Bitchin, the sound and fury of Rick James, documentary to Showtime, official trailer. Subscribe to my channel. Post, comment down below, and like the video. It's your boy, D Dyson. Peace. Peace.